Hello, my name is Chris if you didn't already know, and welcome to my show SmegChris Review. I'm starting to wonder if I should go back to the old way that I used to do this show, because here I am again, reviewing another film. Nah, I like it this way. So what did I see this time? Steven Spielberg's latest offering, Ready Player One. If like me you're a geek or a nerd and proud of it, then this is a must-see of a movie. There are so many Easter eggs in it that it'd take more than one viewing to catch them all. From King Kong to Halo, from DC characters to the Iron Giant. And of course the best one, the DeLorean from Back to the Future. The story takes place in 2045 where everyone's lives are so run down that they spend most of the time in a virtual world called the Oasis. To be honest, I think that's what the movie should have been called, but that's just a minor disgruntlement from me. We are told in a monologue that the creator of the Oasis had passed away a few years previously and he'd left an Easter egg for everyone to find. Whoever finds this Easter egg will not just get his fortune, but control over the Oasis too. Narrating this at the beginning is our hero Parzival, who is not the only one who's trying to figure out the clues. Of course there are others. Some he'd be friends, but there is also an organisation hell-bent on taking control who become the film's main villains. And that is where a lot of the story and action takes place. To get the Easter egg, each player has to find 3 keys, the first of which is at the end of a race, which is superb to watch. The race has recognisable vehicles, a certain dinosaur appearing, and most prominently, King Kong. Luckily we don't spend too much time at the racetrack because it could have become repetitive. As the story develops and the characters interact with each other, we start seeing the lines being drawn and who the heroes and villains are. The more we get to see the various characters, the more engaging and interesting they become. The story becomes more intriguing as the clues are solved for the second key. This takes place in an area that I won't spoil here, but it's from a movie that I didn't really enjoy, so I was only half amused by its use. Again, just a minor disgruntlement. As for the third key, it really stepped up its pace and I was glued to the screen for all of it. It was pure Spielberg magic. If you're wondering why John Williams didn't score the movie, it's because he was busy working on other Spielberg projects and some space saga, but Alan Silvestri was a perfect choice. At one point we hear some of his Back to the Future themes, and not when I expected them either, which I thought was unique. As I watched the film it reminded me a little of Avatar, but this is far superior. The film isn't too long, it's only on for 2 hours and 20 minutes, but to be honest it's so engaging it doesn't feel that long. I'm not saying the film is perfect, in fact there are a few times where I was rolling my eyes thinking, yeah, that's super significant because the camera is pointed right at it. But again, that's just a minor disgruntlement from me. I give Ready Player One a... It's purely a geek fest which satisfied me. Because like I said before, I'm a geek and proud of it. Well, that's it for this episode. And as usual, I find it difficult to convey what I want to say next. Which is, thanks for watching and subscribing if you have. Until the next time, peace out. See, how difficult is that? Not at all. Even though I was joking about it at the beginning, I do sometimes wonder if I should go back to the way I used to do these videos. Because there are so many films coming out, I'm doing individual episodes for each film. Because before I used to do maybe 2, 3, sometimes even 4 film reviews in one episode. But the trouble with that is I can't get too much into it because I only have a short amount of time per film before I move on to the next one. Which is why I do prefer doing it this way. It's just that, like just recently, I went to the cinema twice in one day and then again the following week, and therefore I had 3 films to review. So I've had to write 3 scripts and I've had to film 3 episodes, which is what I've just done. And guess what? There's still other films that I want to see. By the way, I'm not complaining. I love going to the cinema. But I'm kind of thinking, maybe I should move next door to one.